Hello there and welcome back for the first time to Strange Antiquities. Now, this is the sequel to a game that we've got on the channel already called Strange Horticulture. Now, thoroughly enjoyed that one. In that one, we ran a horticultural shop called Strange Horticulture in the town of Undermere. I'm pretty sure it's Undermere. I might be misremembering that. However, we had to help customers and we had to find and identify rare and mysterious plants that all had like mystical kind of stuff going on with them. Some were good, some were bad. We could use them as poison, we could use them in various different ways. We had a few choices as we're going through. Now, this is the sequel to that called, well, as I've already mentioned, Strange Antiquities. Now, as far as I know, it's the same style of gameplay, except we are dealing with antiquities, cursed objects, mystical objects, things like that. It's basically objects instead of plants. So, I thoroughly enjoyed the first one, so we're going to be diving straight into this one. Unfortunately, it is the demo, so it's not the full game. However, we will for sure be playing the full game when it releases. I don't actually know when it releases, but I'm keeping an eye on it because I like these developers. And they were gracious enough to provide a demo for the game. So we're going to be playing it. Enough said. So please grab your favourite drinks and snacks, curl up somewhere comfortable, come hang out with me as we jump straight into Strange Antiquities. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. As a thaumaturge's apprentice, we're just straight into it. As a thaumaturge's apprentice, there is a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. Continue. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop. Strange Antiquities in Titan. I totally know how to read. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop. Strange Antiquities in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. Kinda cool. That's really loud in my ears, just so you know that. The ravens were an omen, circling on kindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising dread. Someone spilt the ink. I genuinely enjoyed the first game. Use arrow keys or WASD to navigate your shop. Oh, okay. We already have artifacts. Then we can go down. That's our table. I'm assuming this is like a table. Oh, hold on. These. Oh, nice. Reminder, I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door, EW. And we'll have a tile. Does that fit in there? We've another one there. Another one on the bottom. Another one on the right. I have no idea where this tile's supposed to go. I'm just going to leave it in that drawer for now. We are, however, going to have a look at that. See, there's always a whole lot of secret compartments and secret little things in the shop. There was in the first game. All like little cool little gadgets and little nooks and crannies. Right, on thaumic fields. All thaumic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thaumic lens. I don't think I have a lens. I don't know if I have one or not. A dionic field pattern. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. Okay, let's put you back in there. We're going to keep you on there. What's this drawer? Oh, we have a compass. And we can explore. It's sorry, the compass is right behind my head, right here. It's how you can leave the shop and explore the town. Oh, we have a map. That's our map of Undermere. Right, so let's go there. I feel that we need to organize some of this stuff. What are you? What are you? Oh, okay. I definitely think we've got to put something in there. Let's put that back. Let's just crank that back down. Also, pet the cat. Always got to pet the cat. Also, I want to move these plants. Let's get rid of these plants down here. So I think they're going to get in the way. I'm hoping that these aren't artifacts. Also, what are you? Okay, so we can put stuff on there. Right, I'm getting distracted immediately. Right, I'm just going to do a quick sort out because I feel that we need to keep things in some semblance of order. Let's put hanging stuff down here. Just random hanging stuff. Let's move them down. All of these things probably do something different. They're completely unidentified. So the aim of the game is to work out what these are, and then we can tell if they're good or bad, and then customers will come in and obviously we can ring. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. When we ring the bell, a customer will come in and we can help them with the problem, and we've got to find an item to give them. Well, I'm basing this off the previous game. You've got to find an item to give them to solve their problem, and occasionally you do get more like unique problems and choices. And let's go bone. That's a damn. Oh, hello. Oh, we have weights. Okay. Right. Are we looking good? Also, what are you? What are you? Are you? I don't know if they're artifacts or if they're not artifacts. They're going in the hanging section. Hand. Ooh, we can move the cursor around. Ooh. Sorry, cat. I can't remember your name. I apologise. Right. Getting so distracted already, and we haven't even dealt with our first customer. Let's just shut that. Okay, so we have our lovely thing here. We don't have a book yet. Big button on the front. Alright. So before we open up, because we haven't got our first customer, do we want to go have a look at this? Reminder, I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door, EW. Now these notes usually, well, in the other game, they usually tell us like where we can find, like give us clues as to where we can find more objects. So I'm assuming this is going to be one. So a couple of items in the cellar of the wine next door. So if we go into explore, we can open up the map. It feels like we're back in, like, it feels like I played this game before. Obviously we played the first game. I think it first feels like the same. It feels like we haven't left. So we're looking for number 2. That's strange horticulture right there. Can we go visit that? That's our old shop. I don't know where we are. Where are we now? Are we on here? Oh, 29. So that's us right there. So we're on the other side of town. Let's go there first, because that's our next door neighbour. The proprietor, Miss Cranmore, begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar when I explain that I'm from Strange Antiquities next door. Yes, well, take the lot of them out to here, though, would you? I can't say no to Eli after all he's done for me, but I don't like the thought of those unnaturals in my cellar. So we have been given another 3 items. So these are another 3 artifacts. So we can store them. Let's move you there because you're stone. No, you. I'm going to put you up the top there because you're made out of bone. I think. Look, you look like a skull. Bottle on there. And you're a hangy thing right there. Or do we want to put you... I mean, you're a container. Alright, you're a container. You're made out of wood. You look like you're out of wood. Stone. Containers. Random stuff that I can't really think. And then dead hand ring things. And then the hangy section. I have a little bit of OCD. I have to have everything sorted out. Sorry, no, we're wasting time. Right. So we got that. We can archive that. Yes, we can. Nice. Right. Are we ready to open shop? I think we're ready to open shop. Where's customer? Oh, it's Eli. I have been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. Thank you. I am leaving the shop in your care, with some reluctance I might add. I mean, it is my first day. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. I will gladly take it. There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully. Is that all book? In the last one we got a book with all other information on it, and we'll fill in the book. And remember that there are powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers or cupboards. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I should be back in a few days. Okay. So let's have a look at our book. So yes, we have information on a whole bunch of these. I'm assuming these are all... information about various artifacts, or sometimes maybe even artifact type. An ecumenical is a small object commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. So they all have like a reminder, a memento mori, a reminder of death. So they all have. We've got to use this book to work out what the item is and what it does, and fill in the book. And obviously we can then label. Can we close that? Put that up there for now. So then basically once we find an object we can, once we find out what it is, I'm sure we can probably label it. That way if someone else comes looking for one, we can give it to them as well. Congratulations! Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. Who? That's me. I'm a man of 2 loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. I don't know, little white dogs. I imagine like a border terrier called Hamish. I don't know why. Little yappy dog. But I reserve some room for the laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. If you'll be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. Okay. Use right mouse button on an item to look at it. Okay. Again, stroke the cat when we can see him. Just have a look. So we are looking for a hunter's boon. Are you in the book? You are. There you are. Right. A hunter's boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. Quite handy, actually. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. Okay, so we're looking for a simple item, no embellishment, and part of it from a slain beast. Hopefully a predator. Okay, so let's grab that right there so we can have a look. So what do we have? Right click, wasn't it? Yes. Move the cursor over different parts of the object to inspect it. Yellowy brown. Yellowy white. Oh, cool. That's colour and composition. Sense of touch. Oh, nice. This wasn't in the first one. Oh, there's the label. Smooth but with hard ridges. Smooth. Scent and sound. I have nothing to remark on any of it. Inner perception. Gives me a sensation of power. Oh, okay. Right. So you... I'll say you're simple. It looks like a tooth. Well, it's facing the wrong way, but it looks like a tooth. Could be a tooth from a wolf, or well, maybe not a wolf, but a predator. Given that it's pointy, it's like a canine. Grant the power of a predator, enhance perception and agility. I don't know where the power comes in. I got a sense of power from it. They're made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They're simple items without embellishment. I'm going to say that looks like... I think that might be a hunter's boon. So when we think we've found the item, we can put it in the little window there and we can use it. If it's correct, we'll get a thumbs up. If we don't, I don't know what happens in this one, but we took psychological damage every time we failed in the first one. Okay. Correct. Hunter's boon. Clues. This is a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. On closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. Okay, cool. And then we get information on... We get information on new artifacts. We don't necessarily have the artifact, we just get the information sheet on it to fill in the book. So he gave us Ossic ring. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Caution, but the practice fell out of favour as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say that they can hear Caution's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. Okay. Yeah, okay. And you can add the labels to items while inspecting them using the right mouse button. So let's label this one. And let's go, because we're going to go with green. Right. We're going to have a system here, like we did in the first one. If I suspect what it is but haven't confirmed it, blue. If I've confirmed it and it's good, like it's not an evil one, it's not like nasty, doesn't do any damage, green. I'm going to sneeze. We're alright. We're alright. Basically, if it's good, green. If it's bad and confirmed, red. Then that way we can identify what's good and what's bad. Right, so Hunter's Boon, sense of power thingy, so Hunter's Boon. Boom. Boon. I'm sorry, we have to... The weirdness. Hunter's Boon. Sorry, we need to type this correctly. I feel obligated to type it correctly. Right. So Hunter's Boon, let's do that one. So you can go... Do you want to hang you in the left side? Are we going to... The ones that were confirmed over here and the ones that haven't confirmed over this way? At least until we get some more stuff done. Right. Jack Hungerford. Next customer, please. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since we passed 2 winters gone. Creeping dark is set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. Okay, so we need to find a shadow hold. So first things first. In the book, let's check the book. Shadow hold. There it is. A shadow hold or oceanic vessel is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or some sort of box. It can be used to contain an oceanic spirit, a manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. Okay. So we're looking for, what does it say? A container of any kind, sometimes a jar, bottle, or some sort of box. So basically we're looking for a container with that symbol on it. Do we have anything like that? All of our containers are over here. Made out of clay, has a cork. I'm going to analyze it anyway. These markings have been carved in. Hard and somewhat rough. Pungent. Has a pungent smell. And nothing to remark on the inner perception. Alright. So the question is, does that look like that symbol? I mean, it's a container. I'm looking at the inner symbol. I'm going to say yes, because that looks like it's rotated. Can I zoom in? Yeah, look at that. It's like a curly W, which is that right there. And then the arms on the top and the little point. So it is that symbol. It's just rotated very slightly. Sneaky. Right, there. This is the shadow hold you are searching for. Clues. The item is a container of some kind, and the design on the bottle is the same as the sketch. And you gave us Sunbond. A sunbond is a small, lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. You know, that would come in incredibly handy. There's an auto-labeling option in the settings of adding labels by hand isn't your thing. We're definitely going to do it by hand because it is just the way to go. And you are green. And you are a shadow hold. Hold. Capital S. I did do a capital S, didn't I? Yes, I did. Right, so you are confirmed to be a shadow hold. Now you can go back on here, all nice and done. With a lovely label, and I'll move you across there. I don't know what you are. Oh, okay. Strange. Right. Actually, hold on. I'm thinking, do any of these that we've got fit in there? Doesn't look like it. I thought maybe that looked like it could possibly fit, but it's a no. So we've definitely got to put something in there with a flower on it. Okay, sorry. I'm getting distracted yet again. Let's just tie that down. Next, please. Hello, David Schaefer. What's with all these ravens flying about under me today? Can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. Okay, thank you for the letter. What do we have here? We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boat last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on this shin. Charlie Weathers. Okay. Should we be going out to have a look at that? Just shut that book down, put that across there for now. Do you want to go out and have a look? Look, or maybe there's nothing to do. So where we're going? Boatyard. I know we're technically still open, but we can actually go and have a look now. The boatyard. Number 8. Right there. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timber covers most of the outdoor space that isn't taken up by upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowing boat. "You must be from Strange Antiquities," he says with a smile. Takes me into the dilapidated office where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water and thin window pane rattles with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of brown papers out of the desk drawer and places them gently in my hands. Thank you. Oh, some more information. That, I don't know what that is. Sleep vessel. 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 thaumic disciplines: Selenic, Dradic, Noctic, Dionic, Wixic, and Mentic. They help people to stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. And we've got 2 other pages as well. Apparently as an afterthought and somewhat reluctantly, the man gives me something else as I'm leaving. "I've no use for it," he says. "Don't even know what it's for." Give me a random object. Okay. I don't mind if I do. So my question is, what should look at that right now? What are you made of? You're made of bronze. May as well do a full analysis while I think cool and smooth. I'm going to sneeze again. I think I might be coming up to hay fever season because I'm all of a sudden very stuffy. Right, engraved symbols, cool and smooth for most of it. Synth sound. Nothing to remark, so it doesn't smell and it doesn't make a noise. Inner perception. A sense of crackling energy flickers in the depths of my mind. Crackling energy. Okay. So you're bronze, so you can go up next to that guy up there, because you look that looks bronze as well. So I'm just messing around with that clock. There's a whole... Sorry, cat. I can't remember your name. What's your name? Do we have your name? Thaumaturge, Eli White. So he's our boss, basically. He's the owner of the shop. And your cat is Jupiter, Devourer of Souls. Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. As most cats are, to be fair. His business is his own, but largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents. He's got cool... Oh, that's really cool. He follows the cursor. Sorry, no, we don't want to hit. We have to stroke the cat. Cats always... You know, that's the nicest cat I've ever come across. Most cats hate me. I think I've said it before. Sorry, did I give you a shock there? Ah, Jupiter, we meet again. Our paths crossed late last night on Princess Street. We shared a moment before you slunk off into the dark on important business, no doubt. Princess Street. I wonder if we can go there. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother later and I wanted to bring her something. Do tell. She lives all alone on the edge of town, out on Clanbrook Road, and I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. Do tell. I thought maybe a moonheart would bring us some comfort. You're after a moonheart. Okay. Right, so we can archive you because we're done with you. You have a lovely tick. So Moonheart. You are not on the list, but it mentioned the index. Black Art, Blood Bronze. Oh, okay. So we can look at these. It's like it mentioned Caution, and that's tied to the Ossic Ring. Moonheart. Knight of Thorns, Insanity Hearing, Gemstone. Moonheart. We're looking for a Selenic Totem. Alright, these carved totems, more commonly known as moonhearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling, such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Okay. So, what do we have in stock that has a tie to the moon or nighttime? Let's go. Yeah. Bear with me, lady. Sorry, bear with me, Julia. Right, so moon or nighttime. Owl. Let's have a look at that. I'm overcome by a warm, loving emotion. Nice. Accent sound. Nothing to remark on that. Polished. A lovely polished bit of wood. I'm assuming wood. I like coloured wood. It's all I like coloured wood. Okay. So, would you count as love or joy? So it's the sentiment. We've got a sense of joy from it, didn't we? Warm, loving emotion. That checks that box right there. Some of the fiends feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Noctic. Up to has two. Okay, that just takes us to their Sleep Vessel and Selenic tokens. Okay. What are we looking at? Oh, Selenic token, that was the one. So, it fits the feeling when we looked at it. Some of the crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Nocturnal discipline. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. I mean, that's an owl. That's an owl, isn't it? I'm going to guess that. It has a connection to the night and gives me joy. Correct. Nice. Selenic totem. Clues. This is a carved totem. The owl is associated with the night, which is correct. It bears a concealed crescent shape. Does it? It does? It bears a concealed crescent shape. Oh, you know what? I'm dim. Look at that. Right there. That's a blue. I thought that was his eyebrows. Like his eyebrow. It's a bloody crescent moon. Right. Thank you for that. And you give me an evocant. Nice. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to popular myth. The truth, how much does a man's heart weigh? Truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. Ooh. That'd be kind of cool to have that. Right, so down here, let's just tag you. And you are green. And you are Selenic totem. With a capital S. Now, I don't know, are we gonna... I'm just going to type this in. Where are we? You know, sorry. So good. Happy? I can't remember what the feeling was, that thingy. I'm going to mark that just in case. Warm. Oh, let's go love. Sorry. I need to be pedantic about this. I really am. I'm going to mark that just in case we get another Selenic totem with a different feeling attached to it. Just in case. And you can go back up onto the wood pile. Right there. So, actually, do you know? See, I'm putting these back here, so I may as well leave them where they are rather than faff on with them. I'm assuming we're probably going to get more. Right. Do we have somewhere else? We were going to look at somewhere else, didn't it? Oh, we were going to go to strange horticulture. I've just wanted to visit here because I don't think we're going to get anything there. This curious plant shop on the edge of town is quite a haven away. So I started reading that bottom bit and I realised I'd actually need to read from the top. It's quite a haven away from the bustle of the centre. Ordinarily I'd be delighted to while away some time there, but I have important work to do. And yet an hour later I found myself leaving the shop with a potted palliance and a weight off my shoulders. I've been chatting with the proprietor about the similarities and differences between our two disciplines, with the gently purring hellebore curled up in my lap. I like hellebore. Also, I really enjoyed the first game. Oh, nice. Hellebores are cool. You know what, I'm going to put you there for now. I'll put you there under the counter so we can at least spy you and you're not in the way. Again, Thingy the cat. A new person, Edmund Bishop. The behaviour of these ravens is quite disturbing to say the least. As a rule, they only come out together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. Who are you looking at? And they'll kill if necessary. I never thought I would be attacked or killed by a raven. I don't know whether that would be a horrible way to go. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there and I'd like to know what. A voice of Cernunnos might help you put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. A voice of Cernunnos. Bear with me, I have to check the book. Let's check the book. And to the thingy. A voice VVV voice of Cernunnos. Voice of Cernunnos. The name Voice of Cernunnos is used to refer to any bronze talk that has certain imbued properties with skill. With skill, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cernunnos is the pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag and often wearing or holding a torque. My question is, what is a torque? Bronze. Nope, wrong one. Cernunnos. Cernunnos? Oh, Cernunnos. I read these names wrong. I apologise, Mr. Goatman thing. I apologise. Wearing his torque. Now, the only thing he's wearing is that item there, his belt, or his loincloth. I'm going to call that a belt buckle. He's wearing an armband, 2 armbands, and he's wearing a necklace. Or is that a torque, or is that... I'm going to guess the only thing that we have here is this thing. This looks like what he's wearing around his neck. 2 balls there, and then it goes around his neck. I have no idea what a torque actually is. Other than possibly just a necklace. It might be, I don't know if it's definitely made of bronze. Yeah, I don't know whether it's like a... Because you used to get like neck braces, like neck things. I can't remember the name of the item now, but not a choker. But it's basically like a necklace that went around your neck, but it was a little bit of a thicker metal, so it could protect your neck from arrows and stuff like that. But it had like a combat application. Right, sense of touch. An uneven texture. Sentence sound. I have nothing to remark. An inner perception. Nothing to remark. I'm going to guess that's it, because it looks like the thing you wear around your neck. Correct, okay. We're getting there. We're not doing too bad. This item is made of bronze. A similar looking item appears about around the neck of Cerunos in the sketch. Alright. So, C-E-R-N-N, because I'm going to have to spell it in a minute. Sir Nun Nos. Sir Nun Nos. Okay, spirit eye. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into the world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show. It's not clear exactly what they do show how. Another layer between the visible world, perhaps. A layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. Alright, thank you for that information. End of the day. Okay, so let's... you are not... Why are you on Zia? Voice of Sir Nunus. Let's grab you. I feel like I'm going to sneeze again. That's really annoying. Right, so tag. Green. Sir Nun Nos. Nun NOS. Nitrous oxide. There we go. Voice of Sir Nunus. You are confirmed. Let's grab you. Let's put you up back in the bronze pile. I kind of want to have a look at that. I don't know where. Let's have a look at that. You made a... oh, first thought it was bone, but it's in fact clay. Painted to look like bone. It's actually very well done. Cool and smooth. Hard and somewhat rough. Let's have a look at that. A dark blue-green gemstone. Nothing to remark on the scent and sound. It doesn't stink. Fills me with a sense of foreboding. I mean, the skulls tend to do that. Right. Or clay skulls, clay masks, whatever you want to call it. Right. Are we done in here for now? I like the fact that we've got the hellebore. One last stroke of the cat. Are we going to pick... We're going to do it. At the end of each day, I tend to just pick somewhere at random and see if we can't find something. Because when you explore these areas, sometimes you can just find an artifact. I'm assuming this one works the same. Calgarth Hall stands stately and pristine, its grand architecture a testament to the Calgarth family legacy. Inside, generations of wealth and influence are on display at every turn, and welcome to look around, but on strict instruction to not to touch anything. Alright. Let's end the day. End of day 1. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. A cloaked rider was exhausted, cold and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Back Barrow. I'm somewhat in control of this. I've got to draw something in my mouse. Those are handcuffs. Okay, an escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Oh, okay, so these are the... Okay. So we used to get these cards in horticulture as well. At the end of each day we get... Basically, this is a clue to another artifact. Put you up there for now. Out of the way. So we need to... have a look at that. And escape prisoner ran northwest. So we're looking for... Where are we going to find? The Pit, Blacksmith Guild, Convent, Twinings, Market Square, Spoken Word, Museum History, Old Jail. Old Jail, 10. So we're looking at number 10. And I should probably, you know, we should probably just go straight there, you know. Right, so we're looking for number 10. There, the Old Jail. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. So that's north. Northwest is there. First building he came to, it has to be that. Nice. The dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing, and the struggling flame of my lantern does little to pierce its depth. I slowly search through its contents with a sense of despair, wondering if I'm even in the right place at all. When suddenly and unexpectedly I uncover something of value. More relief than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop, for the study and a warm drink. And we have that's a lovely statue. Absolutely lovely. Blood splattered black crystal in a claw. Who doesn't love it? That looks like something you find at TK Maxx. I'm going to say that right now. This is a TK Maxx find. Right, let's have a quick look of it. A huge black gemstone streaked with red. And we have an iron claw with polished wood. And stone is polished. The iron claw is rough. And the wood is polished. No smell. It does not smell. And it doesn't sound like anything. There's no sound coming from it. And we have no remarks on it at all. Okay. So you are iron. Where we're going to put the iron stuff. But let's put you up there. We'll have that as the metal. We've got wood. We've got metal. We've got hangy things, stangly things. I don't know what you are. Should probably, leathery and bony, quite unpleasant to touch. Withered flesh, grim. With a gold ring on it. With brass, polished wood. I was expecting it to smell worse than it does. It's probably going to be musty rather than like stinky. And nothing to remark on this withered hand. So you are, I was going to say you're wood, but you're not wood, you're actual flesh. Actual withered flesh. Fantastic. That'll be Dumbledore's hand. Right. Sorry, Jupiter. I woke you up there. Oh, Verona? She's from the first game. I really liked her. She's a good character. Ah, well, that's just perfect. Under me, fizzing with fear over these ravens, and the thaumaturgist left. Left his apprentice in charge. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Pay no attention to me. I'm an older lady who got out of the wrong side of bed. These ravens have got under my skin is all. Please do let Eli know that I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Thank you very much. Oh, we have a book. we have a new book. Let's have a look at that book, and let's put that map back up there. Hermetic symbology. Thaumic disciplines. There are 3 branches of thaumaturgy. Each of these is split into 2 disciplines, represented by the following symbols: so celestial, diurnal, and individual. Celestial will have Selenic and Dradic, of the moon and of the earth respectively. Diurnal is of the day, and so Dionic of the day, Noctic of the night. And we have individual, Mentic of the mind, Wixic of the body. Cool. Imbuements. So we have a whole lot of symbols here: calm, confusion, death, deception, fear, foresight, fortune, hypnosis, insanity, weakness, wisdom, protection, strength. So these are, trying to think of more, say, a layman's term. Imbuements basically these are like feelings / status effects. Okay, elements: earth, air, fire, water, light, dark. Standard stuff. Materials: ashes, oil, soap, tallow, urine, verdigris, vinegar, and wax. Mundane elements: antimony, arsenic, bismuth, magnesium, phosphorus, platinum, potassium, zinc. Planetary metals: copper, gold, iron, lead, quicksilver, silver, and tin. Seasons: obviously autumn, spring, summer, winter. We know that, those ones. With symbols for weather: fog, hail, lightning, rain, snow, storm, thunder, wind, cold. Frost, heat, ice. Then we have Wiccan symbols: blessings, horned god, rebirth, spirituality. Rebirth is going counterclockwise. Spirituality is going, I'm going to say, clockwise. That's clockwise spiral, counterclockwise spiral. Triple goddess, witch's knot, witch's sign. Okay. I'm assuming that's going to come in handy. Also, that looks dangerously close to that. Minus the square. Right. Put you in the bookcase for now. And let's go have our first customer of the day. Sorry, Jupiter, you were napping. I feel paralysed. No job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I earned a horn shackle might be the answer. Horn shackle. Well, let me confer with my trusty occult objects book. And horned shackle. Right. Horned shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. Nice. Could do with one of those. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth. Over the years, they can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. An example of an elaborate horned shackle. Okay, so we're looking for something with horns. What horned objects do we have? We have this lovely guy. We have this lovely guy. Although with that looks a lot more like a stag. Does stags, are they classed as horns or are they classed as antlers? What's the difference between a horn and an antler? I'm sure there is a difference. And that we've already used. We don't have any other horned stuff in here. So we're looking at one of these two. So let's grab you onto there. Colour thingy. So that's made of clay. Pointy. Textured. Nothing to remark. And nothing to remark on its inner perception. Okay, so let's grab you. You are made of wood. Rough and pitted. This part feels smooth. Okay. Nothing to remark on thingy. And what does that give? Nothing to remark on that. Alright. Let's bring that back down here. Does it give any indication of a material? Something being overcome personal demons. I mean, the only thing we've got is basically it's got horns and it's the worn smooth. And it's a totem, not a necklace. I think we're going to go with that one. Nice. Another one in the bag. Horn shackle. Clues. The item has horns. The close inspection reveals that the horns have been worn smooth. So it is a well-used item. You give me information on Vestiger. Vestiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. Okay. Thank you very much. Right, so let's go in here with you. And you are a confirmed horned shackle. See? Having fun. It's very relaxing. Both Strange Horticulture and this one so far have been incredibly relaxing. And you can go back up there. Right. So do we... It mentioned with Vestiger. Vestiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Upon other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. So can we... Because we have access to a flame. Do we have a Vestiger in our midst? That'll be a no. Alright. It's going to be our first port of call when you get a new item. Is to check it for blue flame. At least the weather's looking a little better out there today. Do you have anything for me? Oh, you have another letter. Okay. Pray tell, what do we have here? Good day. You might be interested to hear that my plough overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours, for the right price, of course. Kind regards, John Royston. Okay, so let's go out. Let's close the book. Put you on the right-hand side. Right, so let's go. We're looking for the farm. I'm assuming there's only one farm. May as well go out right upgrade farm number 1. Do you have any other ones? Mossy Wood, the Royston farm. Oh wait, hold on. John Royston. Okay, so it's the Royston farm. So 30. Right there. John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he shows me. Any hope that he might not be fully aware of its value quickly evaporates, and after a lengthy negotiation, I reluctantly hand over the amount we originally asked for. Dang it. No discount for us. And we have a bird pendant. Okay. Let's analyze it real quick. Well, we may as well while we've got it on the desk. Tarnished silver. Raised detailing. Well, that symbol's probably going to be important as well. Sentence sound. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark on the inner perception either. Okay, so let's bring you down here real quick and put you up there. And let's grab that. We can archive you. Let's have a look at these symbols. So we have... Would you class that spirituality, those spirals? We've got one going counterclockwise, rebirth. And then this right hand one is going clockwise from the center. Rebirth and spirituality. And then we've got what looks like a knot shape. Nope, not going that way, we're going this way. Not hill. None of those. I don't see it on that page either. None of those. Protection, maybe. That'd be an elaborate protection symbol. Because that's like the two squares. Like intersect, or two diamonds intersecting each other. But that looks more like a knot. It might be protection. And it's definitely not one of the Thormic disciplines. Okay. Shove you back there. Want you back up. And let's put you in the hangy section. Because why not? Next, please. I want an Arsic ring. Arsic. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Alright. I believe you may be a snake. Are you a snake person? Are you a fan of snakes? That sounds correct. Right. So let's go to the book. And let's have a look at Arsic ring. Arsic ring. Right. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Courtship, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they're occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say that they can hear Courtship's unearthly hiss when they hold an Arsic ring up to their ear. Okay. So we're looking for something macabre. And doesn't mention anything about material. And some say they can hear Courtship's unearthly hiss when they hold an Arsic ring up to their ear. Okay. So what do we have that is macabre? Probably quite... That's quite macabre. Fills me with a sense of foreboding. That's not... hiss. That's not an unearthly hiss. So I don't think it's that. What other macabre stuff got? This one. Again, doesn't hiss. So I think it's looking macabre, but I don't think it's the one. Okay, that's quite creepy. Let's follow my cursor. Do you hiss? Nothing to remark. Okay. A green marble. Iron. The eyeball is cool and smooth, and there's intricate detailing on the outer rim. And this eyeball does not stink, which is great. I mean, can you get more macabre than a bone? Soft sound like a serpent's whisper emanates from within. Okay. Sentence sound in perception. It has some evil quality to it. I do not like to hold it. Hard and somewhat rough. Bone yellowed white. And we have brown twine of some kind. Well, I'm going to guess that is probably an Arsic ring, because it definitely qualifies as macabre because it's made out of bone. Genuine bones. Not fake bones, real bones. And it hisses when you put your ear to it. So I'm going to guess that is an Arsic ring. That is correct. Clues. Made of bone, this item satisfies the description macabre. Closer inspection confirms that a hissing noise can indeed be heard. Thank you very much for that. Holgan Grim. These eerie creations are worn by a priest of Holgar in various rituals relating to death in the afterlife. Sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment, Path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. I wonder if that might be what we've just been talking about. Right, you are a confirmed Ossic ring. Now, do we put this as something bad or something good? Because my feelings on it is it has some evil quality to it and I don't like to hold it. However, the fact it has some evil quality to it, it's sought out for the ability to keep vermin at bay. So that's a good purpose, but a bad looking artifact. Are we going to keep that as green or? I'm just going to keep that open. Right. I'm going to keep that as green because it's a vermin thing until proven otherwise. And we can go put you there. Let's just drag that into there. So I'm just doing a quick little sort out. Right. Next, please. Daisy Winters. A friend of mine, or former friend I should say, has been stealing jewellery from me. Okay. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Rude. I'm not gonna lie, that's very rude. Do you have a suitable pendant that I could leave lying around for her to find that will teach her a lesson and make sure it never happens again? Quite possibly. So we're looking for a pendant. I will need to make a choice here. There are no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion outside my shop. So much like the first game, you had choices to do. So we have a choice of 2 items. So our first port of call is to check these 2 entries, because obviously one is going to be bad and one of them is going to be less bad, because we are trying to punish. So let's look. Binding Seed. What do you do? These items are made of 2 distinct materials, representing the Mentic and the Wixic, the mind and the body. The winding path, the mind, is described by a spiral encompassing the body, the seed. A binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. Okay. And what was the other one? Azir. Nope. I did not want to go that way. I wanted to go there. Right. Warn about the neck to place them closer to the heart. These innocent looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They can be difficult to remove. Zeals are made of any single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writings upon their surface. Okay, so we kind of want to punish her, but we don't want to, like, that would be a severe punishment, like a permanent sense of fear and paranoia, and the hard to remove at the best of times. I'm going to guess that the Binding Seed is the one that we'll want, because I don't want to be evil to this person. I don't think they deserve to have, you know, untold paranoia, because, you know, being paranoid is not fun, genuinely. So let's have a look for a Binding Seed. So we're looking for a spiral encompassing the body, made of 2 distinct materials. So it's made of 2 materials representing the Mentic and the Wixic, the mind and the body. So let's have a look at our things. So let's go Mentic. Looking for M. Mentic. Or Binding Seed of CPS. Okay, that doesn't actually help. Right. Representing the Mentic and the Wixic. it's individual symbols. I don't know, have we got anything without those symbols on? Right. Let's have a look at that. So we are... we're looking for some with 2 distinct materials. A pendant. I mean, that kind of does. Bronze and iron, 2 distinct materials. Somewhat painful. Somewhat painful to touch. Okay, that's probably not a good idea. Nothing to remark. There's a darkness to it as if it holds untold fears inside. Yeah, I don't think... yeah, let's not give her that one, because that seems really bad. So, what else have we got? They look all the same. Apart from that one, that's got a gem on it. Dark green, gemstone, bronze, and... Okay, that's got 3 materials. Okay, we're going to ignore that one entirely. What are you? Current composition. Dark wood, yew perhaps, and stone. 2 distinct materials. Alright. It has carved grooves, and the stone is cool and smooth. Nothing to remark on the scent or the sound. Doesn't smell and doesn't make a noise. I don't like how this makes me feel. Okay, so let's have a bit of a thingy, that one. The yew labyrinth at Castle Morrigan, a larger than life binding seed. So it's yew. It mentioned yew, didn't it? A dark wood yew, perhaps. Okay, I'm going to guess that. 2 distinct materials. I don't know where the Mentic and the Wixit come into play. I don't know if there's any... there's no real symbols on it. However, the winding path, the mind, is described by a spiral encompassing the body, the seed. So, spiral, 2 distinct thingies. And we don't like how it feels. So I'm going to go with that one and hope that is the binding seed. It is the binding seed. Thank you. The item is made of 2 materials, wood and stone. It features a spiral surrounding a seed. Thank you very much. You give me shield charm. Generic charms of protection are little to offer skilled thaumaturge, but can some small effect, and a shaded spirit or a wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. Okay. So it's a bit of a protection. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient, some would say, primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. Okay, so we're looking for rarely precious metal. And you are now in the book. Right, so you are a confirmed... binding seed. And let's go with red. It's not... Do you want a third... do you want to add a third colour in? Because I would label this... it's... I would say it's... nasty. It's bad, but it's not dangerous. So should we go light green? We'll pick that was unidentified, wasn't it? Like, oh, not confirmed. Good, bad. So we've got a choice between a light green or white. Let's go white. Binding seed. Because it's bad, but it's not evil. We're going to save red for evil. White for bad. Sounds right, shouldn't it? Yeah. So good, Sorry. So good and bad, but not evil. That works for me. That works for me. Next customer, please. Emmett Burrows. They found a man just now in that house where all them ravens were. Okay, do tell. I wish I hadn't seen, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that are going to give me nightmares. Did he have eyeballs? All black they were. It was like he weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. Taking my family to Sedberg, I'll be taking a Libula to see us safely through. Okay, so we are after a Libula. First things first, we need to check the book for a Libula. What is a Libula? We don't have a picture. Okay. Libula are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they're not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a Libula is not merely decorative. There is power in symbology, and the old thaumaturges knew well. Okay. So we're looking for an item. Doesn't give us any materials. Libya is not merely decorative, there are power and symbology as the old. Okay, so we're looking for the symbol for wisdom. So wisdom. None on there. Oh, wisdom. The bookmark. We have something with a bookmark. That has a bookmark on it. Is that the only one we've got with a bookmark? Looks like it. That's got symbols on it as well. Right. So let's have a quick look at that. Bronze. Raised detailing. We have nothing to remark on its scented sound, so it doesn't smell or make a noise. And we have nothing to remark on that, but that's the only thing we have which has the symbol for wisdom on it, and it's only got the symbol of wisdom on it. So I think that is a safe guess. Nice. Alright. Libya. The item bears a symbol of wisdom. Very true, it does. It does indeed. A witch's finger. Lovely. Witch's fingers are said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. I mean, how many can there be? It can only really be 10. If you count thumbs. They're capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but the last resort that has cured some and finished off others. Would you class that as evil? Ooh, closed, end of day. Okay. So let's have a spy at that. You are good. And you are a Libula, wasn't it? Libula. So I'm wondering, are we selling these items to him? Or like to the customers? Or are we just letting them use them? Because obviously we're not leaving. Like, they're not taking them with us. Alright. So what else do we have? End of day. We can just finish off the day. Can we... Let's go for a quick explore before we end. Let's go... What's 15? The Twinings. Let's go to the Twinings. Twinings are an unusual sprawling series of grotto-like rooms filled with handcrafted carpentry, ironmongery and pottery. The workers are too engrossed in their craft to offer any assistance. Okay. So do we want to mess around with some of these and try and think of them, or do we want to end the day? Veronica, yeah, Veronica Green's from the first game. I actually really liked her as a character. We helped her save the world, or save the town in the first game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Right. So plan of action. Oh. I completely forgot. We have extra stuff. We had this stuff all the time. Let's put you in there. You are made of wood. So you can go in with the wood guys. You look like you're made of stone. So you can go in there with that guy. And you're a hangy dangly thing. So you go in there. And we'll have this. Which is a bloody hand thing. Substance flicks often leaves a mark on my fingertips. Raised detailing. Nothing to remark, so it doesn't smell at the very least. It has an energy about it. Doesn't say whether it's a good energy or bad energy. Iron grey metal flecked with dark red. It's not rust, it's blood. Well, someone's been up to no good with that. Also, we have a scale. Nice. Let's just put you back there. So you're out the way. And where are you? And I'm going to put you there because I don't know what else. Oh, actually, you can go up there because you look like you're bronze. And I don't know what that is. And that class is stone. I'm going to put you up there. And we have this thing which we need a key for. A whole load of bad objects in here. I'm assuming these are the really bad objects. Okay, cool. End of day. Oh, I was just getting into that. I'm going to sneeze again. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm sneezing a lot right now. It's only come on in the last hour, which is really annoying. So, Strange Antiquities. Thanks for playing the Strange Antiquities demo. There are a lot more to uncover in the full version of the game, more gameplay elements to discover that we won't spoil for you here. More secrets to unearth and a sinister plot involving ancient deities, dark articles, and a meddlesome priest that will lead to one of several unique endings. I'm sold. I am sold, guys. So, before I go big me, obviously we're leaving that here because it's the end of the demo. Don't really have anything else to do. We could have a mess around with the other artifacts and try and work out what they are. However, that's for probably another time. So, again, before I go into Big Me, if you have enjoyed this demo, please find it on Steam, hit the wishlist icon. It does help them out to no ends. It will promote them up in the main page algorithm, basically, on Steam. And it gets more people interested, or more, it gets in front of more people's eyes, basically. So, that being said, let's go Big Me and have another chat about it. Instantly enjoyed it. Instantly liked it. It feels like I've never left Undermere. And I like the fact that it's artifacts instead of plants. Because you can't do... I don't think they could do a second game in Strange Horticulture. Like using the plants. I mean, you could do a whole load of new plants, but it would be too much the same. Too much of the same stuff. Whereas with them switching to Antiquities, it's nostalgic. Because obviously if you played the first game, it feels like you haven't left. It feels like very nostalgic, like you know what's going on. Things like that. Like the mechanics are slightly different. But you know, it's familiar but different. That's the best way to describe it. It's familiar but different. I know I've just repeated myself. I'm going a bit doolally. I need a drink. I'm starting to get really thirsty. And I'm sneezing a lot, which is... I don't know if I've been coming down with something, if I've got hay fever. Anyway. So, I'm rambling on because... I don't know. I'm just rambling on like I normally do. Anyway, we're not going to derail the outro. But yeah, wishlist, if you have enjoyed it, it will help them out a lot. Obviously, I will be playing this game in full when it comes out because, yes, please, shut up and take money. Right up my street. Really enjoyed the first one. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy this one. Nice and relaxing. A little bit of danger. We're here for it. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this demo. If you have, please let me know in the comment section below. If you are new here, feel free to come hang out, come check out some other stuff that we'll have going on. We would love to have you here. If you are not new here, welcome back. Thank you again for all support. It is much appreciated. If you want to go above and beyond though, you can opt into the membership stuff. If you grab a tier 1, you get your name up on the wall up here. If you grab a tier 2, you get your name up here as well. And you get early access to the videos. And it is currently sitting at a week in advance. I don't think it's going to change much from that. I'm trying to keep it around about a week. So, if you're not interested in that, don't worry about it. As I always say, memberships are always appreciated, but are never mandatory. If you just want to hang out a little bit longer after that early access period, they become available for everyone on the channel. So you can just have a little patience and wait it out. Also, please remember to be a light in the dark for someone, because you never know when a single act or word of kindness can change someone's day or life for the better, or in ways that you may never understand. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and you all know what's coming. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And as always, see you on the flip side. Bye bye.